As a Kenyan, I participated in the struggle to get the constitution which we do have now. Most of you are young, might not remember. I was a member of the 24-person steering committee of the Ufungamano. We struggled when President Moi wanted to come and nominate people of his choice to make the constitution for the people of Kenya. It is through the religious leadership, Christians and Muslims, that we stood firm and we said no. We formed what was called the People's Commission, which was running parallel to Moi's commission. And it is through the leadership of the interfaith group that Kenya stood firm and Moi could not implement what he wanted to do. As was referred to here, and I hear from Mheshimiwa Martha Karua, alisema nini? Remember? Remember to remember. I'm just telling you that for us to remember what has happened in the past. We struggled to put a constitution together, and we don't need to belabor the point. The constitution we have in this country is the best, if not one of the best in the world. We are not embarrassed as Kenyans to talk about our constitution. We are proud of this constitution. And although it's a reality that any document done by a human being has always got faults, but the foundation of this constitution is one that provides what Kenyans want and what the people of Kenya aspire to. In that regard, for those of us, and I think most of the Kenyans, we felt now, tukitumia lugha ya Kiswahili tunasema tumefika. We have got a constitution that is going to guide us, a constitution that's going to change the welfare of Kenya, and that constitution's impact is going to be felt in every home and every house and every man and woman in this country. Regretfully, 10 years down the line, we have not seen the fruits of this constitution. However, we still have the foundation standing. And now, where are we today? Today we are talking about Linda Katiba. Protect the Katiba. It is not to implement the Katiba, but to protect that the Katiba does not disappear. Is that not the case? Yes. Okay. We struggle for this constitution to be in place. It's our duty, morally, and a duty to this nation and the people of this country, and the future of this country, that all of us, Kenyans, not only the ones in this room, all of us, the ones who believe in humanity, the ones who believe in this country, the ones who are patriotic to this nation, have to stand up firm to Linda the Katiba. I come from a place called Mandera. Unfortunately, it is the tip where Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia meet. We have a lot of problems. As I sit and as I stand and talk to you here, there is fighting going on in that place at the moment. I don't want to go into those details for the time being. But it also gives us the opportunity to learn what's happening within our neighbors' territory. I also happen to be a Somali. That fact also makes me know what's happening more in Somalia. Somalia is no longer a state for the last almost 30 years. Somalia is a country of one people, of one language, of one religion, of one ethnic group. You don't need a historian to tell you what Somalia is today. But we have to learn from what has happened in Somalia. 5 years, or almost 7 years before Siad Barre ran away from the country, Somalia was in the state where Kenya is in today. And I'm not overblowing the situation. What happened is tribal chiefs were created. The tribal chiefs were given positions. The tribal chiefs were looting the state. The tribal chiefs started forming their own armies. They went into their own small territories. They mobilized their own people, and they became an entity themselves. A community that calls itself Somali is no longer Somali. It's this clan and that clan and that clan. Brothers and sisters, are you seeing a similarity of that happening in this country? Continuously we are being told about positions will be shared. Every community will get its share, and there will be no problem after elections. If we take, for example, I don't know, the population of the Kikuyu community, Let's say there are even 7 million for argument's sake. Are the 7 million people going to get the share of what's going to be shared at the top? Are the Luos going to get their share on the base of the population? We are talking about tribal chiefs who are going to get that. What we are creating in this country is what in Somalia is called the warlords. We are getting tribal warlords that are being created in this country for the purpose of facilitating, oiling this move of BBI to change the constitution to serve individuals at that top level. We have lost everything in this country. Instead of gaining, we have lost. We are losing education. I don't need to repeat this, has been said by the earlier speakers. My lady was a very good orator, he has spoken about it. The other gentlemen will speak about it. I don't want to repeat all those things. We have lost education. We don't have health services. We don't have security. We don't have security. The prime duty of a nation is to provide security for its people. If you go around, even the rich ones, they barricade themselves behind walls, behind barbed wires, behind dogs and everything else. There's no security. We don't have food. We are starving. Let's not cheat ourselves because we are in Serena Hotel. Our brothers and sisters are starving. They cannot afford to buy 2 kilograms of maize meal a day to feed their children. We are talking about spending billions. I don't want to continue with this matter. I don't want to continue talking. I get emotional about this issue. It is our duty and responsibility. Every Kenyan, this country does not belong to Raila. It does not belong to Uhuru. It does not belong to those 5 warlords. It does not talk to those people in Parliament and Senate. And I want just to tell you a simple thing which happened recently. There was a gathering, there was an event that actually we were raising funds for somebody who was sick. I happened to be there. And this is from Mandera, every political leader from Mandera was there. The governor spoke, the senator spoke, and one more MP spoke, all in favor of BBI. If you look at the BBI, the first losers will be the minorities. First losers. Because the 1 shilling, 1 vote, 1 person, Mandera has got the lowest population. They will be the losers. They will get a third of what they are getting at the moment. Can you imagine the governor, who is going to be the custodian of the revenue which is going to be given to them, accepting his own revenue to be cut down? Doesn't that raise a question? The same thing for the other ones. Why are they doing that? They are thieves. They are thugs. They have dipped their fingers into the pot. They have stolen public funds. They can't open their mouths to speak against anything when it touches on the government. As they closed the event, 2 of the MPs came to me and whispered something to me. They told me, we are with you 100%. We can't dare to open our mouths. Please go ahead and do what you are doing. That gives you an example of what the top political leadership in this country are. They will never stand up for you because they have shared the loot at the top. I challenge somebody. We have got the PIC and we have got the lady Mheshimiwa yuko hapa, kuna Mheshimiwa mwingine hapa, they understand this thing better than me. I have not seen the PIC or the PAC, these parliamentary committees, gone to the level of prosecuting somebody because he has been found corrupt. I don't want to talk more. My dear daughters, brothers and sisters, I think I have to stop here. I want to wind up by one thing. Please take this as a responsibility to you individually. A responsibility for yourself, for your brothers and sisters, a responsibility for the future of this country. We have to stand firm and reject, not only reject the BBI, reject the misgovernance that's going in this country, stand up firm and bring about changes in this country. Wassalamu alaikum.